Hello friends, welcome you all. In this sixth semester, I'm going to teach you financial markets, the one important paper. Today in this very first lecture, I have planned to discuss with you the syllabus of this paper and what things we have to do in this paper. Before discussing the actual syllabus, let us discuss the structure of this syllabus and the evaluation pattern of this paper. So in this your third year and semester 6, the financial market is the name of this paper, and the paper subject code is FMS GEC 602. Whenever we have the code FMS GEC, means you have to appear for 60 marks semester examination, and you have to do a continuous internal assessment, that is practical work internally, that is for 40 marks. Total marks are hundreds, and credit assigned for these papers are 4 credits, and the syllabus is introduced. This syllabus has introduced from June 2020. So newly introduced syllabus from this year we have to study, and the updated syllabus prepared by the board of studies and the experts in this field. So now let us discuss the course objective of this paper. So what are the course objective? Course objective means the things you have to do, and which are expected after studying this paper, means what things you are going to learn, study, and what skills you will build up after studying this paper. So what are the course objective? What are the goals before you to learn from this syllabus? The first course objective is uh, you will able to understand the structure of capital and money market. It is expected from you to understand and learn about the structure of capital and money market. Second course objective is students will be able to use the basic information and features of capital and money market. So features and information about the capital and money market, you have to acquire knowledge about that. Then students will be able to apply the SEBI guidelines related to stock market. So you must know the SEBI guidelines and knowledge about the SEBI guidelines, and you must apply into your whenever you will do career in this field, that is, or the SEBI guidelines will be useful for you when you will become a financial advisor, or you will become an investor, or you will become a good trader in this field. Next course objective is students will be able to understand the credit rating agencies, trading practices, and settlement agencies in the stock market. So what are the credit rating agencies? Credit rating agencies, the agencies which assign the credit to the financial institution, financial instrument, or even for the sovereign country also. So credit rating agencies are the specialized agencies which allot or assign the credit after studying that particular financial instrument institution. Suppose credit rating for a particular bank or financial institution. Credit rating is also assigned for country also, nation. So suppose the GDP growth rate decline, then the credit rating of that particular country may be decline. So these are the credit rating agencies we have to study. Then trading practices, what are the trading actual things happens, and the what are the things which formally goes on in the trading when while doing trading. And settlement agencies, what are the settlement agencies? Suppose you have purchased one financial instrument or share, then what happens when you buy that uh, till the means what are the settlement process is there? Suppose you buy one share, and how it get credited to your demat account, then what are the procedure, who does that procedure, and which agencies are involved in such activities, that is called settlement agencies. For example, if you buy one share, suppose Infosys, then after t plus 2 days, means after 2 days it get credited to your demat account. So what it who does these things? CDSL or NSDL. So CDSL is the settlement agency of Bombay Stock Exchange, and NSDL is the depository and settlement agency of the National Stock Exchange. So there are agencies involved in this process are called settlement agencies. So now let us discuss the actual syllabus. The unit of first, the name of unit first is financial markets and capital markets. So we have to basically study and discuss about the financial market and capital market in this unit. So financial market, in the first content of first unit, we have to do financial market, its meaning, overall meaning, and its structure. In the second content of first unit, we have to do the capital market, its meaning, sub markets, and major players. What is the meaning of capital market first, then what are the sub market of capital market, and the major players, who are the major players in the capital market. In the third content of first unit, we are going to learn securities and instruments of capital market and its different features. So securities means the instrument, uh, securities or instrument means the things in which we can invest. For example, share. So share is the or particular stock is the instrument of financial market. Then say bond is the instrument of capital market. So like that, debenture is there. So securities and instrument of capital market, we have to study different types of securities and instruments. Along with that, we have to we have to study the features of different securities and instruments also. So we are going to study the different kind of feature. For example, preferential shares. So what are the features, how it is different than the normal shares, ordinary shares? What is the debenture? So how debenture is different than equity shares? So like that, what are the different type of features are there, which are assigned to different financial instrument, we are going to study. In the fourth content of this first unit, we are going to study the regulatory and development role of SEBI. SEBI is very important regulator, very important agency, institutions which is set up by Government of India with a special act. So SEBI is the controller and apex regulator of this capital market. So SEBI is very important. We have to study the regulatory and developmental role of SEBI. Now let us discuss the unit number second. So in the unit number second, we are going to study money market. So in the first content, what is the money market? Its meaning, organized and unorganized market, we have to study in the first content. In the second content, securities and instrument of money market and also its features. So what are the securities instruments are there in the money market? For example, bill of exchange, then what we can say, the government securities, gilt edge securities, then commercial papers, like that. So what are the features, different characteristics of that instruments in money market, we have to study in the second content. In the third content, we are going to learn the recent development of Indian money market. What are the development happened recently, we have to study in the third content of this second unit. And last content of this second unit is devoted to introduction of primary dealers, its meaning and its functioning. Now let us discuss the third unit. You can pause video and you can write down the syllabus. In the unit number third, we have to study the meaning of derivatives market. So what is derivative? Derivative means the derivations, the contract happens in the money market and capital market. So these comes in the derivative market. So derivative market, we are going to study its meaning in detail, its nature, and derivative market in India. In the second content, what are the participants in derivative market? For example, hedgers, speculators, and arbitrators. So these participants in derivative market we have to study. Then nature and features of forward market, future market, options market, and warrants and swaps. So these are the derivatives in the Indian capital and money market. So these derivative we have to study. So these are special kind of contracts. For example, in capital market share, suppose buying and selling happens in the ordinary share market, equity market, but the contracts depend on that. Suppose future contract or option contract, which are depend on the ordinary share market, equity markets, that is happens in the contract, and these contracts are sold and bought in a special segment of market. So that is called option market, future market, forward market, like that. So that is why it is called derivative market. So these contracts are derived from somewhere else. So whatever the general equity market goes on, these contracts are depend on that market. So these are the derivatives. In the fourth content of this third unit, we have to study the financial derivatives and exchange traded derivatives. So these are two special kind of derivatives we have to do. Next is forex market. Forex market is a different type of market which is a deal in forex currency, or the forex contracts happen at international level, particularly in the foreign currency. So forex market, this whole unit is devoted to forex market. So what are the meaning and functions of forex markets, participants in the forex market? Then in the second content we are going to study the transactions and contracts in the forex market. For example, forward contract is there, spot contract is there, future, option and swaps. So these all the derivatives or contracts done in the forex market, and we have to study these contracts and different type of transactions in the forex market. In the third content we have to study the factors determining spot exchange rate. So what are the different factors affects exchange rate? For example, we always say that the rupee is depreciated, rupees in comparison with dollar. So in comparison with dollar, rupees depreciated, appreciated. So like that words we read in the newspaper, की in Marathi we can call रुपया वधारला, रुपया घटला वगैरे. So these words we hear and read many times. So what are the factors why this happen? का रुपयाच्या तुलनेत डॉलर हा वधारतो किंवा डॉलरच्या तुलनेत रुपया का घसरतो, त्याच्या मागची कारणं आपल्याला ह्या कंटेंटमध्ये बघायची आहेत. आणि इन दी लास्ट फोर्थ कंटेंट ऑफ दिस फोर्थ युनिट we are going to study the Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India, that is we called it FEDAI. So FEDAI, about the FEDAI we are going to study. So these are the four units we are going to study, and from the next lecture we are going to start actual syllabus of this paper. So friends, that much in this today's lecture. From the next lecture we will start actual syllabus. Write your name in the comment box as a presentee. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lecture. Hello friends, sorry I forgot to discuss the references and sources of study material, so let us discuss that also. So in the here you can refer the Jagdish R and Rayani's 2011's book published in 2011, Financial Derivatives in India, New Century publication 2011. So SSS Kumar Financial Derivatives is also one good book published in 2007. S. Kevin is the foreign author, Commodity and Financial Derivatives, PHI Learnings Publications 2010 book. Then S. Kevin's Security Analysis and Portfolio Management is also there. Mary B. Holly-Hunn 2008, The Complete Guide to Investing in Commodity Trading and Futures, Atlantic Publishing Company. Then Forex Market 2010, here you can refer this link I will provide you. Then Gupta LC, Stock Exchange Trading in India. Then Bhole IM, Financial Institutions and Market. This is also very good book, Tata McGraw-Hill's book. It published by Tata McGraw-Hill in 2009, reprinted in 2009. Benson Kunju Kunju is the another good writer, that is Financial Markets and Financial Services in India, New Century publication, New Delhi. So these books and study materials you can refer. Along with that we are going to provide you content wise notes also, but for extra reading refer these books and you will get in our college library. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.